everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Opening week in the NFL is an exciting time for everybody, including these two teams here today. It's the Monarchs going up against the Bats. With that, let's call in our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis, with this opening week matchup.
All right, we appreciate it, Larry. It's our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the London Monarchs and the Austin Bats. Fielded about a yard deep, and he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And he'll give it here to his running back. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And how about this wide receiving core, Charles?
Well, I was at the hotel watching a little film, and you popped your head in and said, these receivers are pretty good from what I can tell. You're exactly right. Can't wait to see them do their thing out on the field.
8 yards to go here on 2nd down.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete. Partner, your thoughts on this D-line?
I love a unit that can control the run and get after the passer. This is an all-around terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball against them on the ground, and then when you want to throw it, look out. Here they come after the quarterback.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Surveying the field. They shakes him off. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends.
Here we go now. 3-19.
A handoff as they run the counter play. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. And here's the offense today that hopes to get off to a strong start. And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on 2nd down.
Let's go.
On play action, they'll throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. He'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that'll make it 3-0 here in the first. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us want to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit. Taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, this from 37. And his kick is good. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the first. So they recover the fumble but could not take advantage of the short field. They do get 3.
And no one ever turns down 3 points going up on the board. But the offense will go to the sidelines wondering what if. While the defense on the other side, they'll celebrate holding them to just a field goal after giving up such bad field position.
Now this offense ready to take over again. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. And it's possible that today the most important group could be the linebackers.
Yeah, the second level, as we like to call them, right? Defensive front has to control things, but the linebackers, they do more than clean up. They help create big plays.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got time. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And now back out comes the offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Smart approach there, using the run to pick up the first. And that was a defensive setup they prepared for this week, knowing that keeping it on the ground was the best way to attack it.
And that means also that they're able to read them pretty well. All the things they prepared for, when they get to the line of scrimmage, they see it in pre-snap recognition and know exactly how to attack based on their planning and preparation.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down. He's fumbled already once, Charles. I'm not going to say that that was in his mind there, but I'm sure that during some of these plays he is mindful of it.
And once you fumble the ball, you know what your team tells you and your coaching staff? Take care of it rest of the game. And it does get in your mind a little bit, and sometimes that slows down your effort in trying to get free from tacklers.
And the defenders know it too. They sniff that out, don't they?
Everybody wants to swarm the football. You know the rule is first guy hold up the runner, everyone else try and get there and strip the ball free.
Dancing to his left. And eventually stopped just shy of the goal line right around the 2. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Let's go.
And they'll go on the ground. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And the D-line pinching together must be... And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. It's their quarterback taking it in. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
All right, here we go. 3-19. Gun. Set.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. Good use of the pass there to pick up the first down. It gets a defensive look that they had specifically prepared for, they told us, coming into this one.
Certainly seems like they're holding all the right cards now, doesn't it? Because of their preparation. Went back, watched the tape, studied the tendencies, and they feel like they had them down cold, and they were able to use the pass against them.
Now they'll run it on the toss. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Now back to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up. And they just did. And they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Can you do any more work or make it more dramatic for not much gain than what we just saw there? Did you see how his toes got down? Tip-tap, got him down. But what did he get out of it?
He sold the sizzle. He just had no steak.
I mean, was it 1 yard?
Yeah, plays like that, you at least expect a first down. They're just 1 yard. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. They'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And as a result, possession switches hands. And here now the offense heading back out there. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That was another good run, and he's having an excellent day. And right now, I don't think his team could have any more confidence in handing him the football.
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin as it's London football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 4 to start things out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to work. And he cuts it back left. And a cut to this. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. 52 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Being chased out left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
He's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. So 2nd and 10 here. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Flushed out right. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
He did get it back, I do think, yes. So no turnover on the punt, and it'll be a first down.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. They go play action here on first down. Finding time. Now he'll be hit from behind, and he is landed on hard.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It's a gain of 5, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Will the defense dial up the pressure? Let's see. 3rd and 11. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. And they'll go with a ground attack here. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Steps away. Now he'll throw deep left side. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him. Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Give them a lot of credit. They ended up running the ball on a key 3rd down situation. They were staring 3 and out in the face and found a way to flip the script and keep the ball moving on offense.
So it'll be first down here after the run.
Watch it now, Barney. Now let's go.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And the play clock's running down. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to rifle one. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they're coming off a 3 and out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of you.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this will be scooped up by the defense. Now this offense ready to take over again. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Now a play fake here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take this one down to the 20-yard line.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
On play action, they'll throw. Deep drop. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. And now back out comes the offense. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this front.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
All right, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
He's going to air one out. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable, usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is caught, and he will take it in for the touchdown. A big play there, 54 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And here now the offense heading back out there. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up first down after first down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human first down machine? I think that fits.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
3 yards to go here on 2nd down. And time for us to take a break here in the booth. Back to the booth right after this. They come out here in the I. And on the ground they go with the running back. He's got daylight. Touchdown. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They come out here in the I. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. And they're going to speed things up here. The tight end changing his position. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he takes this one down all the way near the 30.
coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
And now a first down following that long gain. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
And did he get the feet down? No. They'll say he did not. It's incomplete. When tapping those toes, he tried to get both in bounds. He could not do it, though.
In tap dance parlance, could not complete the shuffle. All right, needed to get that shuffle down with both feet, not just one.
Is that what they say?
There it is. You know, put a little sand down on the stage.
I'll take your word for it, my man. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They come out here in the eye. And now here's a carry heading left. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Cuts defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people would think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
And the O-line will have to do a better job protecting here on 3rd down after that sack.
Detroit!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Going to give this time to the tailback. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
But he was stopped on that play. He's had plenty. Carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
And they'll be in search of 11 yards here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw, surveying the field. This is intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Now this offense ready to take over again. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best play. Into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now let's go!
They go play action here on 1st down. And no escaping this. Time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Man left.
They're going to look to throw. And he rifles one incomplete. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass.
Here we go now. Leopard.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
No. Check. Patriot.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there. 39 yards. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And now back out comes the offense. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I don't know about you, partner, but I'm rubbing my eyes after that play. Did we just see that runner not get yardage? A big-time play by the defense. It does happen occasionally, even against the best running backs who are having big days.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Now a handoff as they run left side. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you stop the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. To the sideline, and a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look. And it's caught. Touchdown. Their big-bodied receiver. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. So the first play of the drive, they strike through the air and score it.
A lot of coaches like change of possession as a time to go ahead and strike, and that's what we saw there. Ball turned over, first play, right to the end zone.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line. And here now the offense heading back out there. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And now here's a carry heading left. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. On play action, they'll throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Well, after what we just saw, we know that with third down coming up, this is not a gimme for the offense. They've got to figure out what they want to do. Do they challenge their offensive line and try and run it? Or do they go ahead and concede that this is a tough defense and put it in the air?
Now let's go.
It's a quarterback sneak. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Well, they pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with a back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Off the corner, where'd he come from? Well, yeah, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
Looking to throw. He's got time in the pocket. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Austin as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. And on now is the punter, standing right on his own 5-yard line. This is fielded at the 27. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. He'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll need to get the play off quickly. He'll look to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now a receiver in motion left. And he'll give it here to his running back. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
From the 4, it's 2nd and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. They gotta have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal.
Here we go now.
Now back to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side, but for lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. And his kick here is good. And that gets him back within 10. So 3 points is the outcome, but probably not what they're looking for given the drive that they were on.
Yeah, things were looking good. You had it 1st and goal, but then the offense sputters a bit, and they're forced to settle for a field goal.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
Here we go now. 3-19.
And they'll run it here. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Back to the let's go. To Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And they'll go on the ground. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a 1st down.
So they pick up the 1st down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Now defensively here, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. would have to think an obvious passing situation here on 3rd and 9.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
They'll drop to throw. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to make it 4th down. So they bring out their punter. He's been terrific so far. Oh, my goodness. I thought he'd peel off. Instead, he makes the fair catch at the 2-yard line. 51 yards on the punt there. And possession will switch here as this offense will come on deep in their own territory. And not great starting field position here for the offense.
Let's go. No. Check. Patriot. Watch it now, Barney. Back 99, Philly. Here we go. Leopard. Watch it now, Barney. 319.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Back 99, Philly. Here we go. No. Check. Patriot.
They'll set up a throw. He's got time. Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Watch it now, Barney. Hurry up, here we go. Boom. Gone. Back 99, Philly. Here we go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Here we go. Gone. Watch twins. Leopard.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Looking left sideline. It's complete. 22 yards on the pickup there. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. Obviously a tough spot here. They need a lot of luck to win this game, but still a small chance.
They got to make sure they get the ball to the sidelines, get out of bounds, preserve clock.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down. Throw now on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. of the gun. They'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
It appears that the pressure is affecting him today. Normally, he knows exactly when to get rid of the football, but today, because he's been hit a few times, he's getting rid of it a little bit too quickly.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. And now he's closing in on 450 yards passing.
That's an incredible number. I mean, you're talking about the best defenders in the world that you're trying to throw the ball against, and you're creating that type of a number. Fantastic job, fantastic performance. And he's going to have to ice up his arm afterwards, too.
And his kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So they started that drive from the shadows of their own end zone all the way back at the 2, and they're able to get 3 out of it.
And, you know, shadows tend to scare people, right? Not in this case. This offense was not jumpy at all, handled it very well, put themselves into a position to score.
And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game.